Welcome to this video on the 3 essential steps to building an online course. I'm going to address these 3 points to help you understand how to get consistent and solid sales. Oftentimes, people overlook these concepts and these principles and start building their content for their online course and then ask, how do they sell it? Well, the problem is when you don't have enough sales, you're sort of stuck. And so the best thing to do is come back to these 3 questions and these 3 principles. So first, who is your audience? So who are you targeting? Who are your buyers? And how will they find you? Let's take an example of if your course is about losing weight as a new mom. Your target audience is going to be mothers, new mothers who've just had a baby within the first, who've just had a baby and you're trying to lose weight within the first 3 months. The question you want to ask yourself is, if that is the group and that is the audience I want to target, how will they find me? What am I offering? What kind of method am I offering for losing weight that's healthy, that's effective, and that's easy to implement? Second, you want to ask yourself, what kind of content are you creating? What is it about the content you have about weight loss for new mothers that people really like? What makes your content effective? What makes it exciting? What makes people want to come back to your content? Because that ultimately is the steps and most important principle of selling and gaining momentum online is content. Content is king. However, it's important to remember that high quality content is really what will differentiate you between others who have a similar approach and method to your content. You want to think about content because content is everywhere. Content is abundant, content is all over the place, and content is easily accessible, and discovery of content that people are looking for is easy within the click of a button, thanks to Google. So you want to think about what kind of content holds and gains your users' attention enough that keeps them coming back. Is it the kind of video? Is it the kind of system? Is it the kind of explanation? How are you delivering the content in a way that makes it exciting? What is it about your content style? What is it about your content system? What is it about your explanations that make people really excited? What keeps them coming back? Why do they continue to listen to your content when they could go and search something else on YouTube or Facebook? That's something to remember. And then last but not least is, what problem do you solve? In this kind of market, the truth is differentiation is the key. What makes you different, what makes you unique, and what makes you special from the rest of the competition. Remember, you're not the only one out there who has a proven method for weight loss for new mothers. So in keeping that in mind, if you see someone else who has a similar approach, you want to think about, what is it that I offer that's more attractive? What do I have in terms of my approach to weight loss that's really special? What makes it a little bit more accessible to the kind of audience that I'm looking to target? And another thing you can ask yourself about building an online course is about pain points is, what have other mothers found in online courses that are missing? And if you found the answer to that question, then you can use that to sort of tailor your method. Because most importantly, if you do not have something that's different, if you don't have anything that's special, it's really hard to consistently gain a following. And without a consistent and solid base, you can't really sell to that group. So remember, before you even begin building your course, these are what I call market research that you can always come back to. Narrow down your target specifically. You want to take a broad group of new mothers and then narrow it down, because you don't want to go too broad, but you don't want to also go too narrow. So you want to say, okay, so I want to target new mothers, but I want to target new mothers who have tried, diets, who have tried, exercise, and maybe my combination method secret sauce is a combination of diet, exercise, and mental exercises. That's the 3 secret ingredient step that I have to losing weight as a new mother. And so that's something to remember about your audience, is that's what they're going to look for. You're going to look for people who have tried all these other methods and weight loss and other formulas and other experts out there, but they haven't found the solution. And they are very frustrated, and they've come to you because you offer them something and you understand and you've hit the nail in terms of what they've experienced before with other people, other products and other services. And now you are bringing them in because you know that that is the language that they speak. And then 2, you want to think about the kind of content. Content is very, there's a lot of different ways to create content, video, blogs, graphics. And so the point here is that you don't have to do creating content that everyone else creates. You want to create content that you enjoy creating, that you won't mind creating over and over again in terms of the types of content. So whether it's video, writing, or graphics, you want to stick to the kind of method that works for you. Because if you don't like video and you're not a graphics person, but you write really well and you enjoy writing, then that's the kind of content method that you should stick to. Otherwise, this whole process and this whole business of trying to build an online course and service is not going to be very enjoyable. And then last but not least, just to remember, differentiation is really what will help you stay competitive in the market. So zeroing in on the pain points and the problem that you solve, and being really, really clear and specific about how you solve the problem and how people can follow the method that you offer in order for them to find the solution. Thanks again.